Unstoppable Black women who changed history. Kamala Harris, 2024, a new chapter. Historical and contemporary Black women trailblazers. Madam C.J. Walker, Maya Angelou, Oprah Winfrey, Angela Davis, Shirley Chisholm, and more, in a dynamic Kamala Harris. From entrepreneurs who built empires to activists who sparked movements, these Black women reshaped history and left a legacy that echoes through time. And today, one of their own, Kamala Harris, is gearing up to make history again in 2024. But how did we get here? Let's dive into the powerful stories of the unstoppable Black women who paved the way. Trailblazers who opened doors. Let's start with Madam C.J. Walker, the first American woman to become a self-made millionaire. Born in 1867, she developed a line of hair care products for Black women, turning her vision into a thriving business that changed the game for generations to come. Maya Angelou, with her poignant words and fearless voice, became the first African-American woman to have a non-fiction bestseller, breaking barriers and speaking truth to power through her 1969 autobiography. And who could forget Oprah Winfrey, the media mogul who turned her talk show into an empire, becoming the first Black woman to own and produce her own show, empowering millions to live their best lives. Voices of activism and change. These women were not just breaking records, they were breaking chains. Angela Davis became a symbol of resistance in the civil rights movement, while Tarana Burke founded the #Me Too movement to support survivors of sexual violence, particularly Black women and girls. Legal scholar Kimberly Crenshaw gave us the framework to understand how race, gender, and other identities intersect, empowering a generation to fight for justice and equality. Pioneers in politics and justice. Shirley Chisholm made history in 1968 as the first African-American woman elected to the U.S. Congress, and in 1972 became the first Black woman to run for president. Her courage paved the way for future leaders, including Vice President Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, the first Black and South Asian American woman to serve as vice president, is now setting her sights on the highest office in the land, running for president in 2024. She carries the torch of those who came before her, aiming to shatter yet another glass ceiling. Culture creators and storytellers. Toni Morrison, the literary giant, became the first African-American woman to win the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1993, telling stories that explored the depths of Black experience. Filmmaker Ava DuVernay and costume designer Ruth E. Carter redefined representation in Hollywood. Ava, the first Black woman to direct a $100 million film, and Ruth, the first African-American to win an Academy Award for costume design, continue to inspire future generations. Kamala Harris and the future of leadership. As we look ahead to the 2024 election, Kamala Harris represents the next chapter in this powerful story of Black women making history. She stands on the shoulders of giants, women who fought, wrote, and led to pave the way. Her journey is not just about breaking barriers, it's about building bridges and creating a future where all voices are heard. If these stories moved you, hit that like button and subscribe to Ubi Power. Let's continue celebrating the incredible Black women who've changed the world, and stay tuned as we follow Kamala Harris on her journey in 2024.